Much more in a half an hour from now. We should know exactly what the Madras High Court decides. This has become a prestige battle like no other in Tamil Nadu. Meanwhile, Kamal Haasan, actor turned politician, has arrived at the Rajaji Hall where the body of Karunanidhi has been kept for final respects to be played by lakhs of people who are now descending there. This was a mass leader. Five-time Chief Minister, won his first election in 1957. Live pictures coming in there from Rajaji Hall. You can see M.K. Stalin. Clearly, he is the man of the moment and someone who will be expected to be now not just the inheritor of the Karunanidhi legacy, but also take it forward. Can he do that is one of the big questions, of course, that's blowing in the wind. We are being told that actor Kamal Haasan, and there you can see Rajinikanth paying tribute to Karunanidhi. Let's go across to our correspondent Supriya, who joins us from Rajaji Hall. Supriya, tell us, Lokpriya joining us from Rajaji Hall, from Rajinikanth to Kamal Haasan, endless stream of visitors. We are told the Prime Minister arrives there in about an hour, and Rahul Gandhi also in the forenoon. Give us more details what you are seeing. I can see pictures of Kamal Haasan there, who has arrived at Rajaji Hall.
Well, that's correct, Rajdeep. Makkalnidhi Mayam Chief and actor Kamal Haasan, along with his executive party members, reached here at the Rajaji Hall to pay respects to DMK Chief Karunanidhi. Kamal Haasan met with M.K. Stalin, offered condolences to the family. In fact, Rajinikanth was one of the very first person who had come here at the Rajaji Hall to offer his condolences to the family. And right now, all the executive members of the Makkalnidhi Mayam are offering their condolences to their family and paying respects to the mortal remains of DMK Chief Karunanidhi. Kamal Haasan has been a great fan of Karunanidhi, and he's shared a very poignant and a very emotional attachment to Karunanidhi. All these actors, be it Kamal Haasan or Rajinikanth, always call Karunanidhi very fondly as Kalaignar. They all have this connection that even Karunanidhi started from the cinema industry, entered into politics. In Tamil Nadu, cinema and politics is symbiotic, and you cannot take away one from another. So in that sense, the cinema industry owes a lot to its present form in Karunanidhi, and Kamal Haasan especially shares a very good rapport with former Chief Minister Karunanidhi. And as far as the other VVIP dignitaries are concerned, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will arrive here, and so is Rahul Gandhi, the Congress Vice President, and also a host of dignitaries from Ghulam Nabi Azad, Pinarayi Vijayan, Kumaraswamy. All of them are set to reach here to pay their condolences. In fact, Rahul Gandhi will reach Chennai at 12:45 p.m. and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will arrive here at 10:20. So in just about 20 minutes, the Prime Minister will land here in Chennai, and he will drive straight to Rajaji Hall to pay his tributes. At about 12:45, we will have Rahul Gandhi, the Congress Vice President, and Arvind Kejriwal, Chief Minister of Delhi, will come here at 12:35, and we also have the Chief Minister of Kerala, Pinarayi Vijayan, and Ghulam Nabi Azad, Veerappa Moily, as well as Chandrababu Naidu. So several leaders coming here to pay their respects to Karunanidhi. Remember, Karunanidhi is not just a regional leader, but a national leader who's left a mark in national politics as well. Rajdeep, we need to recall Karunanidhi's Rainbow Alliance in 2004 that he cobbled up in Tamil Nadu, that ensured that the Congress-led UPA won all the 40 seats in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. It was a complete sweep by Karunanidhi, and that Karunanidhi was the mastermind behind that alliance, and they owe it, the UPA government owes it a lot to the DMK for that huge numbers in Lok Sabha polls. So in that sense, Karunanidhi has friends across the political spectrum, even in the national arena, and that is the reason why we are seeing leaders coming here to pay their respects to Karunanidhi. As far as the mood here is concerned, Rajdeep, the cadres are very emotional. They are mourning in silence for their great leader Karunanidhi, and all of them are waiting for that verdict from the Madras High Court. So far, there has been no violence reported since morning, and the cadres hope that the Madras High Court's verdict will favor of DMK chief Karunanidhi.
I just want to understand also from my other guests who are joining me at the moment, the significance of the fact that what significance does it have that Karunanidhi was seen as much more than just a leader of Tamil Nadu, as a national leader, because he had alliances with Delhi, and many believe those alliances mattered when a UPA government was formed, when an NDA government was formed. What are the DMK's options at the moment? Which way will the DMK go? This at a time when Narendra Modi is coming to Chennai, as well as Rahul Gandhi. Narayan Lakshman, Associate Editor, The Hindu, is with us. T.S. Sudhir, Senior Journalist, and T.M. Veera Raghav, Senior Journalist, with us. Just let's, for a moment, Narayan Lakshman, crystal ball into the future. Do you see, as these images are playing out, the Prime Minister and Rahul Gandhi expected in a short while, what does the DMK do now? Which way will they swing?
Well, Rajini, their natural affinity in the past has been with the Congress. Of course, there was that episode, as you correctly said, where they joined the NDA and exited in 2004. However, I think, as I said, their natural affinities with that party, and even less than in the past few months, or maybe less than a year, Stalin made actually quite an evocative speech on television about an issue relating to the Hindi language coming back in Tamil Nadu. And I think in that sense, there is a standout difference between the DMK and the ADMK. The DMK, in some sense, is managed to cohere together as an organization much more than the ADMK, in the sense of being a little closer to the original founding values of Dravidianism. Which is not to say that the ADMK has completely caved into the mainstream of Indian politics that comes from the north. But in what we've been hearing, the rumblings from New Delhi, the speculation about discussions with the BJP and whether the institutions of the central government have been used to, move the chess pieces in Tamil Nadu, those things indicate that the DMK has...
Let's just listen to Kamal Haasan who's speaking.
உணர்வும் இந்த சூழலும் பொருளை உயர்த்த முடியாத நிலைக்கு என்னை ஆளாக்கி இருக்கிறது. கட்சி அதுக்கெல்லாம் அப்பாற்பட்ட உறவு எங்களுடையது. கலைத்துறையில் ஒரு கடைக்குட்டி, நான் மூத்தவர், இப்படித்தான் பழகிட்டு இருந்தோம். நாட்டுக்கு ஒரு தலைவராக அவரை இழந்தது போக, தனிப்பட்ட முறையில் ஒரு பெரியவரை, குடும்பத்தின் தலைவரை இழந்த உணர்வு எனக்கு இருக்கிறது. கலைத்துறைக்கு அவர் பணி செய்வதை குறைத்து கொண்டாலும் நிறுத்தி கொண்டாலும் அந்த ரீங்காரம் இன்று வரை எங்கள் துறையில் ஒலித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறது. அதற்கு நன்றி சொல்லும் ஆயிரம் நடிகர்களை நானும் அந்த தமிழை பற்றி மேலே ஏறி வந்திருக்கிறார். அவரை வணங்க வந்திருக்கிறோம். என்றும் இந்த வணக்கம் மரியாதை தொடரும். நான் ஏற்கனவே அதை பற்றி போயிட்டு போட்டுருக்கேங்க. அதை கொஞ்சம் தயவுசெய்து படிங்க. ஏன்னா இந்த நேரத்தில் சரியான வார்த்தைகளை என்னால் சொல்ல முடியாமல் போகலாம். உட்கார்ந்து பதட்டம் இல்லாமல் அழுகையை குறைத்து கொண்டு.
Kamal Haasan, among others, paying tribute. I interrupted you, Narayan, very quickly. Where do you see the DMK going, given what is happening in Tamil Nadu, this churning, Kamal Haasan, Rajinikanth, all now staking a claim, talks of Rajinikanth perhaps tying up with the AIDMK in 2019. Will the DMK firmly stay with the Congress? Congress left DMK alliance? Is that what you see?
I do see that, Rajdeep, because I think fundamentally, as the philosophy of the DMK is more aligned with the Congress, and the reason for that is, again, BJP, as it is founded around the principles of Hindu nationalism, is somewhat more antithetical to the DMK's philosophy. And as I was saying, an example recently of Stalin speaking out on television very strongly, a provocative speech about resisting the diktats of Hindi imposition, once again rearing its head in some small forms in Tamil Nadu. I think that speaks to the DMK's commitment, sustained commitment, even in the aftermath of Karunanidhi's career, that it is holding firm to those values. So the Congress being a more natural partner in that regard.
What about Srini? How do you see the relationship between the DMK now and the likes of Kamal Haasan or a Rajinikanth? Does a Kamal Haasan possibly fit into this wider alliance at any stage? Do you at all see the DMK keen to embrace a Kamal Haasan, particularly since Rajinikanth is likely to switch towards the DMK-BJP alliance?
Well, as far as Kamal Haasan is concerned, if you had to see between, BJP and Congress, he would be, probably looking from his statements more comfortable going with the Congress, and also at local politics, Tamil Nadu level, again he would be more comfortable going with DMK rather than ADMK. But then it is too early to say what will happen. But the indications are that if at all such choice comes, he would naturally go with DMK combination. The other thing which I want to point out here is, besides the ideological inclination of DMK, right now being more towards Congress as far as national politics is concerned, there is a personal equation also which Stalin and Rahul Gandhi seem to have struck, and this has been evident. And it's not just one issue. If you were to see the track record of what are the stands which DMK is taking over a period of time, whether it is GST or it is demonetization or the issue of the right-wing excesses, Stalin and his party has been constantly taking a position on them, and they have been constantly. It's not just Hindi or Tamil or local regional chauvinistic issue. They're also taking national issues and then taking a stand on them. So clearly Stalin is moving in that direction.
Let me also turn to you, Priyambada. There is a sense, as we are waiting for that court verdict, that Karunanidhi's legacy will be, in a sense, is at stake at the moment. The likes of Kamraj were cremated at the mandapam, at the Gandhi mandapam, and he was a tall leader as well. So one of the arguments being made today in the court is that if Kamraj could get his memorial at Gandhi mandapam, why should Karunanidhi get it at Marina? Does that argument hold, that Karunanidhi, former chief minister, why should he be treated differently? The other three were chief ministers. This argument is being made again and again. Does that argument hold at all?
Not at all, Rajdeep, because there is a clear difference between Dravidian politics and the nationalistic politics. Because be it Kamaraj or Rajaji, they belong to Congress. But what defines why this place, Anna Memorial or MGR Memorial, is very prestigious, because that is seen as a Dravidian place for the tall Dravidian leaders to rest. You cannot mix both. Of course, Karunanidhi did allot the place at Gandhi Mandapam, but still, like how they have claimed in the court, not that Kamaraj or his people wanted any place in Marina Beach. They were fine. They requested. It was not granted, but they were fine. And let me remind everyone, Kamaraj was cremated. In fact, that leads to the next big question, which I wanted to share with everyone. Who is going to benefit from this? When Jayalalitha died, there was a constant effort to erase her image, erase her legacy. Now, after Karunanidhi's death, you see a similar kind of an effort to erase his legacy. This Tamil Nadu is basically a Dravidian land. Dravidian parties have ruled. Are BJP or Congress or any national party trying to take advantage of the situation, considering that both Karunanidhi and Jayalalitha are not alive? I think that's a question we have to understand and explore. Why? Who is playing? Who is the mastermind behind all this, where there is a constant effort to ensure that the Dravidian leaders, there are corruption charges against them. There are also corruption charges and the case is going on against Deputy Chief Minister and Chief Minister. So nobody is spared from the Dravidian party. So who is going to benefit from this?
Let me therefore ask that to you, Veera Raghav. You know, who's going to benefit from it is one question, but let me be a little contentious and suggest that the whole notion of a memorial is antithetical to classical Dravidian culture. The idea that you must have a memorial at a particular spot. Karunanidhi was an atheist or self-professed atheist all his life. I mean, this was a movement that stemmed out of a rejection of any form of idol worship. But a memorial essentially at one level of the kind that are being built along Marina involve an element of idol worship, of blind faith.
Well, yes, the Dravidian politics, is full of its contradictions. Karunanidhi was an atheist, but his Gopalapuram residence is right next to a temple. He couldn't stop his family from being believers. And I think Anna himself departed from the core atheist belief when he said one God, one religion, admitting that, look, atheism as a rationalist philosophy was sort of core with the Dravida Kazhagam and not that of Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam as a political party. But yes, they've had their share of contradictions, and you rightly point out that this is a memorial, and turning a politician into a god would again be something contradictory to core rationalist beliefs of Dravidian politics. But then at the end of the day, remember that since the time MGR broke away from the DMK and formed the AIDMK, since both of them had Anna as the founder and as the leader, their ideological positions were the same. So what distinguished between these two parties was purely the personality. It is like two parties which represent the same ideology. So how do you decide which one you choose for? You have to go by the personality, and that's why personality politics is so important, and personality rivalry has dominated the Dravidian landscape for all these years. Given all this, Rajdeep, who benefits from all this? Well, that's a question that only time will have to answer. But at the moment, one needs to just see the narrative from the Marina Beach point of view, see the situation at this point of view, and understand that it's time for Tamil Nadu to move beyond this bitter political rivalry, and you need someone who's a statesman who can carry all sides. One was hoping for that, but that hasn't happened.
Just a quick word from you, Sudhir. Look at the position of the judge at the moment. Here is a High Court judge now who should be ruling over perhaps far more urgent matters of public interest, who's now having to rule over a matter which is primarily of political interest. And whatever decision today the judge takes in the Madras High Court, he's going to be caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. Should he decide that the memorial cannot be at Marina Beach, he will be targeted by the DMK. Should he decide that it should be there, the AIDMK will target him. Is it fair in your view to be pushing a judge of a court into the position that he is today?
Rajdeep, you say that he will be caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. At this point in time, he's caught between the DMK and the AIDMK as the court arguments go on. Yes, extremely unfortunate. Should the two-judge bench actually go by the protocol manual which is being cited by the government of Tamil Nadu, or should he go by the fact that Karunanidhi was a 5-time chief minister, 13-time MLA, one of the tallest leaders from Tamil Nadu and on the national scene, and deserves space at the Marina? So in that sense, whether he goes by the legal view, or whether he takes a legal view, or whether he takes a more sentimental, emotional view on whether Karunanidhi deserves this space, is going to probably rule the judgment. But yes, extremely unfortunate the manner in which this entire episode has played out. Today should have been possibly a day when Tamil Nadu should have mourned for Karunanidhi. Instead, what we are being witness to is this ugly court arguments taking place, with both sides presenting their arguments, saying that he should not be given space and instead be buried at the Gandhi Mandapam. In a sense, creating two tiers, that the A-class politicians who pass away should be buried at the Marina, and slightly lower down is the Gandhi Mandapam. So creating some kind of a hierarchy of sorts, and which is why this whole optics of whether Karunanidhi should get a memorial next to Annadurai has become so important for the DMK to press.
It really is, therefore, a moment in a sense to step back and try and look at where we stand. Here is a leader who today we should be talking about his legacy. Instead, we are arguing, or at least in court, arguing as to where he should be buried. And that perhaps reflects how contentious that entire Dravida legacy has been. One of the great movements of the 20th century that was driven by a search for social justice has now ended up about jockeying for power. Just let's step back. Our senior editor, Ankit Tyagi, tells us there is enough space at the Marina Beach for Karunanidhi's burial ground, should the government decide to do so. Listen in, and as Ankit gives you a map of Marina.
A memorial at the Marina Beach, okay, we'll just flip this and we'll show you. This is the Annadurai Memorial, just 400 meters off the sea, right here on the Marina Beach. From here, just onto his left is MGR Memorial, and from the MGR Memorial, right next to the MGR Memorial, is the Jayalalitha Memorial. Now, where is the DMK asking space? They want space for, DMK patriarch M. Karunanidhi on the right side of the Annadurai Memorial. They want the space somewhere here, where, just here on the tip of this entire space. They are wanting space for him to be buried right on the right side of the Annadurai Memorial. Where are they getting this space? As of now, the government says they will get 2 acres at the Gandhi Mandapam. Where is Gandhi Mandapam? From the Marina Beach, if the Gandhi Mandapam is at the Adyar area, it is more than 10 kilometers from where the demand, in fact, has come in from, as far as the DMK is concerned. Now, it is, of course, a battle for prestige, but in location-wise, the DMK believes that they should be given space at the iconic Marina Beach. This would be, according to them, would be a lesser space for a stalwart as tall as M. Karunanidhi.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.